to give you like my final kind of review video on the Ofuzzi Cyber 1000 pool robot as it cleans the bottom of my pool here. So I did an unboxing, I did a first impressions. I've now cycled this thing in my above ground pool probably, I don't know, 30 times, 40 times, something like that. And I want to tell you a little bit about it. So first of all, if you go back, you'll see my other videos on pool cleaners. I've got the Aper Seagull 600 and then the Osprey something. Done both of those. My main problem with those were they would get stuck. The reason they would get stuck is because the bottom of my pool here is not perfectly flat. It's a sand bottom. It's got ridges in it, and this liner, it's on its 4th liner, and you know, we installed it ourselves, so it's not perfect. It's got some wrinkles in it, and the other ones would get stuck. The reason I chose this one is because it's got very big wheels and what appears to be bigger outlets for the jets, and I hoped it wouldn't get stuck. And basically, I was right. The wheels don't get stuck, and the jets are powerful enough 90% of the time. It has got stuck before, but it seems like when it gets stuck, it's because of this little flapper on top of it. And I believe that flapper is what controls the direction, what controls how the jets work. When it hits a wall, that flapper's got a little spring on it, and it stops and it makes it go the other way, and then the other jet kicks in. That's the best way I can understand it. The other two pool robots that I had didn't have anything external like that. Whatever mechanism they had to make them reverse course seemed like it was inside the robot. I don't like how that one's on the outside. It's kind of weird. Like I said, it has stopped a few times. Sometimes it's randomly stopped and will pick back up, but I would say if I put it in here 9 times, or if I put it in here 10 times, 9 of the times it's good. I can just walk away, I can leave it. I haven't timed it, but it seems like it cleans for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, something like that, before it runs out of battery. Charging it does take a decent amount of time. I would say probably 3-4 hours. That's kind of a bummer, because once you take it out, clean it, charge it, you're only going to get a couple runs a day just because you have other stuff going on. So hand me that. Can you hand me that thing? I'm going to pull it out of there.
I'm getting it to you.
Thank you. Okay, so the other pool robots I had, they had just a hook, and this one came with a hook as well, but they had a hook with a handle on top of the robot, and you'd have to hook the handle. This one has this string, and you can hook this if you want, but then you just pull it up by the string. You want to make sure you turn this off. Probably a good idea to have that cap on too. So this is what I was telling you that seems to act as the controlling which way the thing goes. Now, the main problem I had with the Seagull 600 was how hard it was to snap the top on and off. I'm happy to say that this one is really easy. You just pull out on this side, pull out on this side. It's hard to do with one hand. And it just lifts up. The screen cleans just like the other two have for me. You can see I had that clean, so that's all stuff that's picked up just on this run. Now, it does, let me clean this out and I'll show you. It does have this little brush on the bottom, which seems to move some stuff around and help it pick up, but that's my main improvement I'm looking for past this one. So let me first tell you that the Cyber 1000 by Ofuzzi, this one I've got right here, this is the best pool cleaner I've used to date. It is the most expensive. I'll put a link down below. I think it was $350, $360, something like that. And it's the best I've used to date. It's way better than the other two. However, I need one step further, because you see this green algae? I'm not getting enough of that picked up. It does help. My other two I don't think had brushes like this on them, and this does help, but it's not enough. So I'm going to upgrade to a pool robot with a rotating brush on it that will basically scrub the pool. So if you have an above ground pool like me that's not level with the sand or has some spots in the liner, you basically have to spend more money than anybody for a pool robot, because you need one that won't get stuck and the one that can really scrub because the bottom of the pool is not flat. So if you're just wanting a pool cleaner that will just pick up leaves and debris and bugs and stuff like that, this is great. If you're wanting a complete no maintenance one that can actually clean the algae, maybe climb up the side of the walls and clean the algae a little bit, and the algae on the walls doesn't bother me. I'll brush that, but I at least want something that will brush the algae off the bottom. So I don't know, the adventure continues for the perfect pool robot. I'll be keeping this. I like it, it's useful, it's the best I've got, but we're going to up the ante and try to get one with a rotating bottom even better. So the other two I reviewed, they seemed extremely similar to this, or no, extremely similar to each other, like they were maybe made in the same factory but were different models or something, where this one seems drastically different than the other two. So something to keep in mind. Shows you kind of the bottom, you can see the little propellers right there, so something to think about. So, all right, I hope that helps some of you guys. I'll put a link to this pool cleaner in the description. I'll put a link to the other two pool cleaners I've tested, and maybe you can go back and check those out on the channel as well. If you appreciate the kind of videos, maybe you could either grab your pool cleaner or grab your chlorine tablets, your cleaning supplies, whatever. Just click into Amazon on one of my links, and anything you grab off Amazon, I'll get a little kickback on, and that would really help me and little man over there swimming out a lot. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great summer. See you in the next one.